Hey, I'm Chris Spiker.
I'm Aaron Goldstein. We are here with our third guest, Kathy Wells from the city of Lancaster. You are the Energy Projects Coordinator for Lancaster Choice Energy.
Yes.
Hey, welcome, Kathy.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. Always fun to have you on the show,
Thank you.
because this way I don't have to call and ask questions. I got you right here.
I am the one to talk to too. I can help you out.
So you launched in May of, that was three and something years ago.
We just celebrated 3 years.
Yeah.
And we provide energy to Lancaster residents, partnering with Edison. And we're able to offer greener energy at a lower cost. In fact, we've saved about $2.8 million in energy savings.
In 3 years.
In 3 years.
So I just have a little house over there. And so how much have I saved in 3 years?
Well,
What's my portion of that?
I will have to look at your bills. I'm not going to venture to say what you are, but
I'm the
I
one
don't
that
know.
It glows at night and the thing goes,
Yeah.
but hundreds of dollars.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely we have. I can tell you we have, especially for our residential customers.
And you're here today because there's a launch. Something's
Yeah.
happening.
So we've been launched since May. We've been focusing on kind of implementing our program, getting people familiar with what we do, which is provide energy. And now we want to focus more on, okay, now we're here. We've figured out what our business is. How can we provide a service? What else are we doing besides just saving money? Which is, saving money, by the way, is very important.
I'm sorry. Why do we have to do more?
Well, because we can.
Ah,
So we can offer programs to help you, help us save money. So, and that's where my specialty is working with state programs and other regional partners to find funding to
you're
launch
looking around.
programs.
You're looking around for ideas.
No, I'm not looking around. I'm just thinking of, we have a lot of different partners we've worked with. For example, Antelope Valley Transportation Agency, they're the authority. They're doing, they're going to have an all-electric bus fleet. I don't know if you've heard that.
Yeah.
Well, we're a part of that too, because even though it's their program, they're launching it, we're very proud. It's in our city. But we're also helping them develop a special rate, because as the energy provider, that's something that we can do. So that's helping them to incentivize to get more electric buses.
Oh, so they're a whole different classification because of who they are and how they use the electricity.
No.
No?
No. We're doing, so that's just one program. So since we've launched, we've looked at different programs. Transportation electrification is what the state's calling it. That's one, that's public transportation. But for residents, for public, we've been putting in electric vehicle charging stations all through the city. They're available 24/7. Many of them are free. In fact, the ones at City Hall, good luck parking your car there.
They're always busy.
There is a car there 24/7.
Wow.
Yeah. So we would like
Oh.
people to drive electric vehicles,
Yeah.
less greenhouse gases. So that's one of the things we've been working on. Yeah.
It makes Lancaster a different city. It's
It helps
known around
us.
the world because
We are, because our goal is to be net zero, which is we want to generate or procure more green energy than what we use in our city. And actually, we're pretty close. Just with the solar initiatives that we've done, and now that we're buying greener, renewable sourced energy, we're pretty close. But adding these programs is something more of a sustainability issue. It's something more that we can give to residents. We want to encourage everybody to do their part. So that's just one of the programs.
who sends me the letter saying that I'm in a certain percentile of my neighbors? I'm not the one that uses the most, but I'm not the conservation king of the neighborhood.
So actually, it's Southern California Edison. So
It's a nice card.
Yeah, it's and we partner with Edison, so they're your utility company, and the state of California is really focused on reducing energy use and going renewable. In fact, the state, we just passed a bill to be 100% renewable energy by 2045.
The state.
The state, the entire state, all of the utilities will be green, but we're already doing it. Lancaster, our utility itself, we're already 60% carbon free just with the energy that we purchase.
Now this is electricity.
It's electricity, the commodity.
We're doing anything with gas at this point?
We
Natural gas?
no, we don't. We don't own that's Southern California Gas. They are still the utility company.
Right.
Yeah, we're only in the electricity business.
And this is maybe not be your category, but I'm just thinking things electrical. We're replacing all the lights?
Yeah.
streetlights?
Well, we have purchased all of our streetlights and we've replaced them all with LED. I believe we completed that beginning of this year, which was an enormous savings in our energy bills.
Yeah.
So that saves everybody. I think it was about 50%. In addition to, LEDs are better because there's not the light pollution is lower. They look brighter, but the pollution is lower. It doesn't give off that cast. You know, they're focused.
My daughter came to visit this last weekend from Seattle, and she says, "Oh, I wanted to come down here to see the stars."
Oh,
Isn't
wow.
that crazy?
Yeah. Well, she needs to go up to the Sierras. You know that. She has not seen stars.
Yeah.
Until you go up there.
Now, living in a big city,
Right.
it's just, that's a part of life you don't get to enjoy.
Mhm. Yeah.
So what have been some of your biggest triumphs here in the last 3-4 years?
Oh, we've let's see, we've partnered, I mentioned we were partnering with people. We partnered on a grant opportunity with the California Energy Commission to develop some programs. They call them distributed energy resource programs. So things like solar is a distributed energy. It generates energy instead of just using the energy off the grid. We got a $1.5 million grant to design programs and such things like battery storage for commercial businesses. You know, what if we put batteries on all of our large commercial businesses? Everybody gets a battery. And then instead of pulling during that expensive part of the day, they use the battery.
Wow.
It saves them a huge amount of energy cost, but it also helps the grid. It also helps the grid. So that's stuff that we've worked on and we designed.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. In fact, we're hoping to get phase 2 funding, which will be to deploy the programs. We successfully developed the programs. We developed a roadmap. We have about 3 different ones. One of them, that one's called the Green District for our large commercial customers. We're not forgetting about our residential. We're building affordable housing already through the city of Lancaster. But these are going to be zero net energy homes, so no electric bill. And they're affordable homes, so it's income based, income qualified. And not only are they going to be zero net energy, so they'll each will have solar, battery storage, electric vehicle
Right.
capability. They're going to all be connected in what we're calling a microgrid. And nobody's done that so far in the state, so they're kind of looking to us. We're hoping we get the funding for that, and we're going to, off we go next year.
So sometimes we're just so concerned in California about building new homes because it costs 3 times as much as it cost last year. So is this a type of house that will be able to circumvent some of those really pricey parts of
Right,
development?
yes. Yeah, so part of it, the reason why we're doing it, is we want to kind of give people a path that it can be done.
Right.
And I don't know if you know, but the city of Lancaster has a zero net energy ordinance now. So all new development, I believe it started this year, must be zero net energy. So they have to have a certain number of these initiatives in their homes, or there's a mitigation fee that they can pay. But we really want them to put these in. So these homes are going to be built and be affordable for low income. And we're going to build them and design them that way. We're working with certain developers to help us come up with a model. And then it's cookie cutter.
Yeah, once you do it,
Mm-hmm.
we have the land, huh?
We do have the land.
Mhm.
It's repurposed land, right? It's through our redevelopment, economic development department. But more importantly, we want to show that it can be done. And so the city of Lancaster is kind of a big deal in the state. I don't know if you know, but we have done so many different initiatives such as
Right.
this that nobody's really willing to stick their neck out. So we like to be first, and we are going to be the first. And construction will start next year. So it's going to be quite exciting.
You know, that is, thinking of Lancaster being the top in the state of California, I mean, it just kind of
In the
turns
energy
all
world.
those misconceptions around.
Yeah.
Not all those, some of those
Yeah,
misconceptions.
I'm so proud. I'm so proud to work for the energy department. It's sometimes I can get in the weeds because people's eyes glaze over. I hear it, but when I go up to be in the room with the other energy nerds, I mean, we're superstars. We're doing a lot of different things. We're not afraid to take risks, and that's because of our mayor. We're very proactive in the climate change.
Always looking, isn't he?
Yep.
He's always studying and asking and looking and,
Because that's how you progress. Somebody has to be the first one. Not everybody can sit back and just wait.
yeah.
So let's try it.
And it's not always, let's just study it for 5 years. No, let's.
No, we've been a success. So
Yeah,
now
we're
we've
doing
got many cities that are wanting to, and we're helping them.
I see a lot of interesting people around town that I don't know where they came from, but they're having lunch, and I'm going,
Oh.
what are they doing here? They're probably talking to you, aren't they?
Maybe, I don't know.
Now, they don't call you the energy czar, do they?
No.
No. The guru?
Let's see, I've been called the, let's see, raid expert, I've heard. It depends where I'm speaking.
How did you get into this position at the city?
You know what? A lot of it was, I was there when we were sort of developing it. We were working on expanding solar, and I was in the city manager's office. So it really started kind of as a special project. And we had Solar Lancaster. We wanted residents to put solar on the rooftop. So we were working on programs already. And then we stumbled on this community choice aggregation program. And so I just became part of the original team.
We got about a minute left. Some of the exciting projects that are coming up.
Well, let's talk about what's launching, and we're so excited. So we are launching our energy efficiency program for residents, and we have one program for our business customers. This funding we got through the Public Utilities Commission, so it was about $1.2 million to administer our own programs. It's ratepayer funds, so it's not taxpayer here. And we will have an energy advisor. We actually have an energy advisor right now. You can call them 661-723-6123. It's easy as 123.
Yep.
Yep. They'll help you do an energy audit on your home and tell you what you need to do to save money. And then the small business program will install at no cost LED lighting upgrades, weatherization, smart thermostats, which I think you could use here in your studio as well.
Yeah.
But it's programs at no cost.
Well, thank you. Kathy Wells, City of Lancaster, Lancaster Choice Energy. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me, guys.
You bet.